Well, good evening. Here we are back again for another quiz after having a few weeks off. Hope you've had a good few weeks and I've had a bit of a break. The weather hasn't been too good during August, has it? A bit changeable, but hopefully you've managed to do something. We've been very busy decorating and gardening and things here, so yes, the nights are getting darker and darker earlier, so I think winter is on the way. So we thought we'd give another go at the quiz and see how many want to join us. There's a few of you online tonight, so we'll try it for a few weeks. Hopefully the numbers will be okay and worthwhile, and we'll carry on through the winter if so. We'll start off with the usual picture round just while we're waiting to see if anybody else joins us. And this week it's naming these famous faces. So 10 famous faces for you to identify and name in our warm-up picture round. I'll say hello to a few people that I can see are online. I do apologise if I don't see you online and I don't say hi to you, but good evening to Steph, good evening to Cassie, good evening to Angela Welton, good evening to Andrew. Those I can all see. I can't see anybody else who's put their name up on any of the feeds yet, but I know there are quite a few out there on YouTube. There are quite a few on the different Facebook channels, so you're all very welcome wherever you're joining us from, just for a bit of fun this evening. Good evening to Emily and the Rivers, no doubt. Good evening to Rachel as well. So hello from Salisbury. Hello Rachel from Salisbury. I hope you're feeling like a good quiz tonight, Rachel. That's good. Have a look, see at those 10 pictures, see what you make of those 10 pictures. Do you recognise them? I have to say there's probably be 2 on there I would recognise at first go. No, 3 actually. 3 I would recognise there at the first look at it. Let's see if you're better than me. See if you recognise more than 3. I'm sure some of you will, because I know some of you are really up on these things. And good evening to Julie and Clive over in Kent as well. I see you've put a message up. You're very welcome too. I hope you've seen Clive's latest programme. We put it up on Friday evening, his September programme. If you haven't seen that gardening programme, do look at our feeds. It's up there. And do see what Clive's been up to in his garden and what he's got planned. I think if I remember, I did watch it Friday, and I think he was doing some more work on his fountain, I think, if I remember. I've done quite a lot since Friday. I'm trying to remember what happened Friday, but I think there was some work going on the fountain for one thing. Okay, we'll give you a few more minutes on those pictures. I expect also, if you've got any questions on gardening or anything that you might like covered, if you ping us in a message, I can ping it on to Clive, and he might even consider putting it in one of his programmes on a future month. I know certainly he put something in on killing very difficult weeds that I'd mentioned a few months ago, and I haven't actually managed to do it yet, but I have got my white vinegar here, and a friend of mine did actually try the vinegar and the salt and whatever it was on a patch of weeds, and actually I have to say the results are really, really good. I've been watching it over the last couple of weeks, and a really big patch of weeds that were quite difficult, and the vinegar concoction has killed them all off. So I went out and bought 5 litres of vinegar this week, and I'm going to be mixing that up and having a go with that as well. So if you've got any questions that you'd like Clive to think about putting in his programme, do let me know, and I'll ping them over to him, and I'm sure he can take those in the mix with all the other people that send him in ideas as well. Okay, let's have a look and see how we're doing with our picture round. Right, I've got a croaky voice to start with. That's not a good start, is it? Okay, I wonder how you've done with this. Right, well, let's have a look. The first one, number one is Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. And I'm going to stick a cough sweet in before I lose my voice altogether. Number 1, Harry Maguire. Number 2, Rebecca Ferguson. Rebecca Ferguson. Number 3, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez. So we've got Harry Maguire, Rebecca Ferguson and Jennifer Lopez on the first line. On the second line, number 4, we've got Bill Wyman. Bill Wyman. Number 5, Barry McGuigan. You can just see a bit of his face, but it did give it away that it was boxing, I think. Number 6, Hugh Bonneville. So, second line, Bill Wyman, Barry McGuigan and Hugh Bonneville. Third line, Rory McIlroy, or McIlroy. I would say McIlroy, but it's actually spelled McIlroy, isn't it? Number 8, Jennifer Hudson. And number 9, Ray Winston. So, Rory McIlroy, or McIlroy, Jennifer Hudson, and Ray Winston. Good evening to John and Christine Masters as well. I see they've popped up. And then number 10, Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson. So that's our first round of answers tonight. Let us know how you've done with those on our picture round this evening. Good evening to Carolyn as well. I see just popped up as well. So there's a few creeping in. Here we go. So Steph 6, Carolyn 8, Angela Welton 3. 8, that's a pretty good score, Carolyn, that is. Emily 3. And the river 6 for Andrew, not too bad. 7 for Cassie, not bad for Cassie there. Any more scores going up? No, let's just pop through, see if anybody else has put any scores up anywhere. Nobody there, nobody there. 6 for Clive and Julie over in Kent. Well, not too bad. We had a 6 and 8. Rachel 3 up in Salisbury. So we had a 7 with Cassie. We had who got 8? Somebody got 8. What was it? Carolyn got 8. Carolyn got 8. So well done to Carolyn. There we go. A bit tough that round for some. So I would have got 3, I think. So if you got 3 or more, you're doing pretty good. Okay, that's our first round. So our second round tonight, our second round is our topical round, in the news. In the news. So stuff that's recently been in the news in the last week or couple of weeks. So if you keep up with the news stations and the newspapers, hopefully you stand a chance with our in the news round. So 10 questions in the news. Question number 1. In the 2021 TV series, Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, Michael Shannon and Regina Hall are among 9 perfect what? In the 2021 TV series, Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, Michael Shannon and Regina Hall are among the 9 perfect what? That was number 1. Number 2, which group's 2021 album is Pressure Machine? Which group's 2021 album is Pressure Machine? Number 3, the literary world paid tribute to children's author and illustrator Jill Murphy, who died aged 72 recently. She was best known for which book featuring Mildred Hubble? The literary world paid tribute to children's author and illustrator Jill Murphy, who died aged 72 recently. She was best known for which book featuring Mildred Hubble? Question number 4. Which islands have been ordered to be returned to Mauritius from the UK, with the United Nations ruling that stamps there should no longer bear the words British Indian Ocean Territory? Which islands have been ordered to be returned to Mauritius from the UK, with the United Nations ruling that stamps there should no longer bear the words British Indian Ocean Territory? Number 5. Actor Ed Asner has died at the age of 91. He is best known for playing which newsman? Actor Ed Asner has died at the age of 91. He is best known for playing which newsman? Number 6. Who stars as a bank teller who discovers that he's actually inside a brutal open-world video game in the 2021 film Free Guy? Who stars as a bank teller who discovers that he is actually inside a brutal open-world video game in the 2021 film Free Guy? Number 7. Bank robbers in which South American country used hostages as human shields by forcing them to lie on the roofs and bonnets of their getaway cars? Bank robbers in which South American country used hostages as human shields by forcing them to lie on the roofs and bonnets of their getaway cars? Number 8, very topical this one. Becoming Great Britain's joint most successful Paralympian of all time was a dream come true for who after she won her 16th gold medal in the C5 time trial in Tokyo? Becoming Great Britain's joint most successful Paralympian of all time was a dream come true for who after she won her 16th gold medal in the C5 time trial in Tokyo? Number 9. Who has filed papers to officially change his name to be known simply as Ye? Y-E. Who has filed papers to officially change his name to be known simply as Ye, as in Y-E? Number 10. I think this is Lorde's, Lorde-S. Lorde's 2021 album featured what type of power? Lorde's, or Lorde's, I suppose it could be, 2021 album featured what type of power? Right, I'll just whip through those one more time and then we'll do the answers and see how you did with those. Give you a chance just to double check any answers you may have written down, and also, of course, if you've not got any, a chance to have another look. And I've just got a message popped up here. Let's have a look. Oh, and congratulations to Clive and Julie. They've just been blessed with their 6th grandchild, born on August the 29th. Noah is his given name. Well, there we go. Well, congratulations to Clive and Julie and their family there on the birth of Noah, 6th grandchild. Goodness. Okay, let's whip through these again. Number 1, in the 2021 TV series, Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, Michael Shannon and Regina Hall are among the 9 perfect what? Number 2, which group's 2021 album is Pressure Machine? Number 3, the literary world paid tribute to children's author and illustrator Jill Murphy, who died aged 72 recently. She was best known for which book featuring Mildred Hubble? Number 4, which islands have been ordered to be returned to Mauritius from the UK, with the United Nations ruling that stamps there should no longer bear the words British Indian Ocean Territory? Number 5, actor Ed Asner has died at the age of 91. He is best known for playing which newsman? Number 6. Who stars as a bank teller who discovers that he's actually inside a brutal open-world video game in the 2021 film Free Guy? Number 7. Bank robbers in which South American country used hostages as human shields by forcing them to lie on the roofs and bonnets of their getaway cars. Number 8. Becoming Great Britain's joint most successful Paralympian of all time was a dream come true for whom after she won her 16th gold medal in the C5 time trial in Tokyo. Number 9. Who has filed papers to officially change his name to be known simply as Ye? Y-E. Number 10. Lordies or Lords 2021 album featured what type of power? There we go. Right, here we go with the answers then. Are you ready? Number 1 in 2021 TV series. Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, Michael Shannon and Regina Hall are among 9 perfect what? It's strangers. 9 perfect strangers. Number 2. Which group's 2021 album is Pressure Machine? It's The Killers. The Killers. Number 3. The Literary World paid tribute to children's author Jill Murphy, who is best known for which book featuring Mildred Hubble? It was The Worst Witch. The Worst Witch. Number 4. The islands that have been ordered to return to Mauritius from the UK by the United Nations and were no longer able to put the words British Indian Ocean Territory on their stamps is the Chagos Islands. Chagos Islands. Number 5. Actor Ed Asner has died at the age of 91. He is best known for playing which newsman? It is Lou Grant. Lou Grant. Number 6. Who stars as a bank teller who discovers that he's actually inside a brutal open world game in the 2021 film Free Guy? It is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. Number 7. Bank robbers in which South American country used hostages as human shields by forcing them to lie on the roofs of bonnets of their getaway cars? It was Brazil. Brazil. Number 8. Becoming Great Britain's joint most successful Paralympian of all time was a dream come true for who? It was Sarah Story. Sarah Story. Number 9. Who's filed papers to officially change his name to be known simply as Ye? Y-E. It's Kanye West. Or Kanye West. Kanye West or Kanye West. Number 10. The last one in this round. Lords or Lordies 2021 album featured what type of power? It is solar power. Solar power. So let's see how you did with that round. Was that a good round for you? The In the News round is supposed to be all the current affairs information that you should all know if you watch the TV and the news and read the newspapers, listen to the radio, all those sorts of things. Well, let's see how you did with that one. Just waiting for the scores to start popping up. 6 for Cassie. 1 for John and Christine, 5 for Steph, 6 for Andrew, 4 for Carolyn, 6 for Emily in the Rivers. Any more going to pop up? Is that it for the minute? Let's just have a wing along, see if anybody else put anything up on another screen. None there, none there, none there. 4 for Clive and Julie over in Kent. Looks like it at the moment. 1 for Angela. 4 for Rachel. Rachel's obviously watching the wrong news. Well, Rachel, I think I'm watching the wrong news as well. Because other than the Olympic one, I don't think I knew any of them. So, no, just the Olympics one, Sarah Story. That's the only one that that I knew. So I would have had 1 as well. So those of you that had 1 are in very good company. Very good company. And Rachel 4, you did very, very well. So well done. If you got more than one, you're doing well. Okay, round two then. Round two tonight is on bottles. 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 How you like on your bottles? So here we go then. Number one. Which iconic perfume bottle was made simple by its designer in the 1920s because she wanted an invisible bottle? Which iconic perfume bottle was made simple by its designer in the 1920s because she wanted an invisible bottle? Number two, in the 1980s, which drink was advertised with a jingle and tagline of "Gotta Lotta Bottle"? In the 1980s, which drink was advertised with a jingle and a tagline of "Gotta Lotta Bottle"? Number three, what was unique about the now iconic chemical flask that was created in 1860 by German chemist Emil Erlenmeyer? I don't know if I've got that right, but Emil Erlenmeyer. What was unique about the now iconic chemical flask that was created in 1860 by German chemist Emil Erlenmeyer? Well, there we go. I'm sure if you did chemistry or science, you might know that one. Number four. What shape was the original glass Heinz ketchup bottle? What shape was the original glass Heinz ketchup bottle? Number five. In 1915, the Root Glass Company won a competition with their design based on the bulbous ribbed shape of the cocoa pod to become the new bottle for which soft drink bottle? In 1915, the Root Glass Company won a competition with their design based on the bulbous rib shape of the cocoa pod to become the new bottle for which soft drink bottle? Number six. How many litres does a magnum of champagne contain? How many litres does a magnum of champagne contain? Number seven. Which beer uses a distinctly shaped bottle for some of its products, known as De Bugle or Swing Top? Which beer uses a distinctly shaped bottle for some of its products, known as De Bugle or Swing Top? Number eight. Which group took Message in a Bottle to number one in the charts in 1979? I know that one. Which group took Message in a Bottle to number one in the charts in 1979? I know three answers so far on this one. Number nine. Actor Dan Aykroyd partnered with artist John Alexander to launch vodka in what shaped bottle in 2009? Actor Dan Aykroyd partnered with artist John Alexander to launch vodka in what shaped bottle in 2009? Number 10. 127 Hours, Phone Booth and Reservoir Dogs are all bottle movies. What is a bottle movie? Well, there you go. I don't know the answer to this one. 127 Hours, Phone Booth and Reservoir Dogs are all bottle movies. What is a bottle movie? Okay, I'll just whip through those again. Number one, which iconic perfume bottle was made simple by its designer in the 1920s because she wanted an invisible bottle? Number two, in the 1980s, which drink was advertised with a jingle and tagline of Gotta Lotta Bottle? Number 3, what was unique about the now iconic chemical flask that was created in 1860 by German chemist Emil Erlenmeyer? Number 4, what shape was the original glass Heinz ketchup bottle? Number 5, in 1915, the Root Glass Company won a competition with their design based on the bulbous rib shape of the cocoa pod to become the new bottle of which soft drink bottle? Number 6, how many litres does a magnum of champagne contain? Number 7, which beer uses a distinctive shaped bottle for some of its products, known as Die Bügel or Swing Top? Number 8, which group took A Message in a Bottle to number 1 in the charts in 1979? Number 9, actor Dan Aykroyd partnered with artist John Alexander to launch vodka in what shaped bottle in 2009? And number 10, 127 Hours, Phone Booth and Reservoir Dogs are all bottle movies. What is a bottle movie? Okay then, here we go, the answers. The iconic perfume bottle, made simple by its designer in the 1920s because she wanted an invisible bottle, is Chanel No. 5. Chanel No. 5. In the 1980s, which drink was advertised by the jingle and tagline of Gotta Lotta Bottle? It's milk. Milk. Number 3, what was unique about the now iconic chemical flask that was created in 1860 by German chemist Emil Erlenmeyer? It was tapered, and this allowed the liquid to be swirled without splashing. So a tapered bottle that allowed liquid to be swirled without splashing. Number 4, what shape was the original glass Heinz ketchup bottle? It was octagonal. Octagonal. Number 5, in 1915, the Root Glass Company won a competition with their design based on the bulbous rib shape of the cocoa pod to become the new bottle for which soft drink bottle? It's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Number 6, how many litres does a magnum of champagne contain? It is 1.5 litres. 1.5 litres. Number 7, which beer uses a distinctly shaped bottle for some of its products, known as Die Bügel or Swing Top? It's Grolsch. Grolsch. Number 8, which group took A Message in a Bottle to number 1 in the charts in 1979? It was The Police. The Police. Number 9, actor Dan Aykroyd partnered with artist John Alexander to launch vodka in what shaped bottle in 2009? It is Crystal Head. Crystal Head. And number 10, 127 Hours, Phone Booth and Reservoir Dogs are all bottle movies. What is a bottle movie? It's a movie that takes place in one location. So takes place in one location. I didn't know that, so I've learnt something about what a bottle movie is tonight. But I did know about The Police and Message in a Bottle, and I did know about the bulbous glass bottle, the Coca-Cola bottle, and I did know about the Heinz ketchup bottle. So there we go. I would have got 3, I think. Oh, and the milk. Sorry, got a lot of bottle. Yeah, used to drink a lot of milk and a lot of Coca-Cola. 1 again for John and Christine. They got their score up very quick. Nobody else got their score up. Everybody else has gone home, I think. Just John and Christine. Oh, here we go. Andrew, 6. Not bad, Andrew. 7 for Cassie. 5 for Angela. That's pretty good. 4 for Caroline. 6 for Rachel. Most of your bottles are empty. That's because you drink them all, Rachel. Emily in the River, 6. 6 for Steph. 6 for Steph. Okay, let's just pop along, see if anybody else has got anything. Nothing there, no. Nothing there. We're going across onto there. Clive has got 7 on the bottles. Clive and Julie got 7 on the bottles. That's pretty good. Excellent. Anybody else? Steph, 6. Did I say Steph? I probably said 6 for Steph. Excellent. Right, let's see what our next round's going to do. Let's see what can we come up with. This is a quick fire round. It's on lakes. What do you like on your lakes? So what we want to know is which capital city lies closest to these lakes. So it's a bit of a geography and a lakes one. Which capital city lies closest to these lakes? Okay. Number 1, Lake Geneva. So which capital city lies closest to these lakes? And number 1 is Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva. Number 2 is Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca. Which capital city lies closest to Lake Titicaca? Number 3, Lake Como. Lake Como. Which capital city lies closest to Lake Como? Number 4, Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria. Now the next one hasn't got lake in the title, so is it a lake? The Dead Sea. The Dead Sea. I guess it's like a lake, isn't it? I think it is totally enclosed, so it would be a lake in that respect. But the Dead Sea, what's closest capital city? Which capital city lies closest to the Dead Sea? Number 6, Lake Baikal. I think that's Baikal. Baikal. Lake Baikal. Number 7, Lake Ladoga. Lake Ladoga. Number 8, Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea. Number 9, Lake Michigan. And number 10, Lake Balaton. Lake Balaton. I'll go through those again. So we're looking for which capital city lies closest to these lakes. Which capital city lies closest to these lakes? And here we go. We'll work through them again. Lake Geneva, number 1. Number 2, Lake Titicaca. Number 3, Lake Como. Number 4, Lake Victoria. Number 5, the Dead Sea. Number 6, Lake Baikal, Baikal. Number 7, Lake Ladoga. Number 8, the Caspian Sea. Number 9, Lake Michigan. And number 10, Lake Balaton. Lake Balaton. Okay, I wonder how you do with your lakes and your capital cities then. Here we go. The answers are Lake Geneva, the nearest capital city, is Bern, and it is in Switzerland. Bern in Switzerland. Number 2, for Lake Titicaca, it's La Paz, and it's Bolivia. La Paz in Bolivia. Number 3, Lake Como, is Vaduz in Liechtenstein. Vaduz in Liechtenstein. Number 4, Lake Victoria, is Kampala in Uganda. Kampala in Uganda for number 4. Number 5, the Dead Sea, is Jerusalem in Israel / Palestine. Jerusalem, which is in Israel and Palestine. Half and half, isn't it? Number 6, Lake Baikal, is Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia is the answer. Number 7, Lake Ladoga. Lake Ladoga is Helsinki in Finland. Helsinki in Finland. Number 8, the Caspian Sea is Baku in Azerbaijan. Baku in Azerbaijan. Number 9, Lake Michigan is Ottawa in Canada. Ottawa in Canada. And number 10, Lake Balaton. Lake Balaton is Budapest in Hungary. Budapest in Hungary. There we go. That's our lake round. How did you do with your lakes and your capital cities tonight? Three for Cassie. 1 for Andrew. 2 for Carolyn. 4 for Emily. And the rivers there. 2 for John and Christine. Well, mind you, nobody's doing too well on this one, are they? 1 for Steph. Goodness, I think this is a round that's tested you all, I think, this one. I'm just going to flip over now to Clive and Julie in Kent, and I bet they've got 8. Oh, Rachel's just got 1. Oh, got 5! Clive and Julie got 5. Well, goodness, I think that must be the top score. I think that's the top score on this one. I'm just going to go back and just have a look. 2 for Angela. Well, yeah, I think that's the top score, Clive. I think, yeah, Emily and the Rivers have got 4. Well done. So there we go. Goodness me, that was a difficult one, wasn't it? Right. Let's see what else we got here. I've got a few rounds to choose from. I'm just going to have a little scan through, see what I've got. Let's have a look what we got there. Oh, here's a sort of a mixed potlucky type round, a mixed bag of questions. So see how we do with that. Okay, then here we go. This is just a mixed bag of questions. So all sorts of different ones. Here we go. So number 1, which US actor won his only Best Actor for his role? Sorry, I'm just picking something up off the floor. As Macaulay Connor in the 1940 film The Philadelphia Story. So which US actor won his only Best Actor Oscar for his role as Macaulay? I think that's Macaulay, yeah. Macaulay Connor in the 1940 film The Philadelphia Story. Number 2, which American wrote the 1982 novel The Color Purple? Which American wrote the 1982 novel The Color Purple? Number 3, which 1940 Disney film featured animated interpretations of classical music pieces? Which 1940 Disney film featured animated interpretations of classical music pieces? Number 4, which swimmer won 7 gold medals at the 1972 Olympic Games? Which swimmer won 7 gold medals at the 1972 Olympic Games? Number 5, what is the stage name of the Oscar-winning actor who was born in North Yorkshire as Krishna Banji? What is the stage name of the Oscar-winning actor who was born in North Yorkshire as Krishna Banji? Right, I'm not sure how to say this, but I'll have a go. Anitkabir, Anitkabir, Anitkabir in Ankara is the mausoleum of which Turkish leader? Anitkabir in Ankara is the mausoleum of which Turkish leader? Number 7. What is the usual English term for a French establishment that is called an auberge de jeunesse? So what is the usual English term for a French establishment that is called an auberge de jeunesse? Number 8. Francis II was the first husband of which Scottish queen? Francis II was the first husband of which Scottish queen? Number 9. From the Latin for wall, as in wall in a house, what type of artwork might be painted directly onto a wall? So from the Latin for wall, what type of artwork might be painted directly onto a wall? Number 10. Which animated film featured the Oscar-winning song Colours of the Wind? Which animated film featured the Oscar-winning song Colours of the Wind? Okay, I'll run through those one more time. Number 1. Which US actor won his only Best Actor Oscar for his role as Macaulay Connor in the 1940 film The Philadelphia Story? Number 2. Which American wrote the 1982 novel The Color Purple? Number 3. Which 1940 Disney film featured animated interpretations of classical music pieces? Number 4. Which swimmer won 7 gold medals at the 1972 Olympic Games? Number 5. What is the stage name of the Oscar-winning actor who was born in North Yorkshire as Krishna Banji? Krishna Banji. Number 6. Anitkabir in Ankara is the mausoleum of which Turkish leader? Number 7. What is the usual English term for a French establishment that is called an auberge de jeunesse? Francis II was the first husband of which Scottish queen is number 8? Number 9. From the Latin for wall, what type of artwork might be painted directly onto a wall? Number 10. Which animated film featured the Oscar-winning song Colours of the Wind? Now, I think there was a bit of a blip then on the outgoing transmission. I saw a big red message click up, so I'm just going to read those last 4 again, as I had a red warning flash up to say loss of transmission, so I don't know what happened there. So I'll go from 7 again. Number 7. What is the usual English term for a French establishment that is called an auberge de jeunesse? Number 8. Francis II was the first husband of which Scottish queen? Number 9. From the Latin for wall, what type of artwork might be painted directly onto a wall? And number 10. Which animated film featured the Oscar-winning song Colours of the Wind? Okay, let's do the answers to this round. This is our 4th round, I think. Our 4th round tonight. Oh, number 1 then. Which US actor won his only Best Actor Oscar for his role as Macaulay Connor in the 1940 film The Philadelphia Story? It was James Stewart. James Stewart. Number 2. Which American wrote the 1982 novel The Color Purple? It was Alice Walker. Alice Walker. Number 3. Which 1940 Disney film featured animated interpretations of classical music pieces? It's Fantasia. Fantasia. Number 4. Which swimmer won 7 gold medals at the 1972 Olympic Games? It was Mark Spitz. Mark Spitz. Number 5. What was the stage name of the Oscar-winning actor who was born in North Yorkshire as Krishna Banji? It was Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley. Number 6. Anıtkabir in Ankara is the mausoleum of which Turkish leader? It's Kemal Atatürk. Kemal Atatürk. Number 7. What is the usual English term for a French establishment that is called an auberge de jeunesse? Auberge de jeunesse. It's a youth hostel. A youth hostel. Number 8. Francis II was the first husband of which Scottish queen? It was Mary, Queen of Scots. Mary, Queen of Scots. Number 9. From the Latin for wall, what type of artwork might be painted directly onto a wall? It's a mural. A mural. And number 10. Which animated film featured the Oscar-winning song Colours in the Wind? It was Pocahontas. Pocahontas. There we go. That's our 10 multi-choice ones. See what happens with those. Just while I have a flick through and decide what we're going to do next. How are we doing? John and Christine 4. Hang on. 5 for Cassie, 10 for Emily in the Rivers. Well done. First 10 tonight. 5 for Steph. Andrew 6. Well done. Carolyn 6. Much better on this round. 6 for Rachel. Okay, let's pop over and see. Got anything else? Nothing there. Nothing there. 6 for Clive and Julie. Well done, Clive and Julie over there in Kent. Excellent. Right, just to decide what we're going to do. Is that one we can do. Okay, this is what we're going to do. A slightly different round this time. This time I'm going to ask you to see how many TV shows. There's 10 possible answers here. So there's 10 possible answers. Bear that in mind. Name TV shows, or up to 10 TV shows that are still broadcast currently, that have been on UK TV continuously since 1972 without a break. Okay, so name 10 TV shows, or as many as you can, that are still broadcast currently, that have been on UK TV screens continuously since 1972 without a break. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to think about that. So you just got to write down the names of up to 10 TV shows that have been on UK TV screens continuously since 1972 without a break. And there's 10 possible answers. 10 possible answers. I'll give you a minute or so to think about that. And Angela got 5 on that last round. I've just seen that pop up. Well done, Angela. I'll give you a couple of minutes on this one. UK TV shows that are still broadcast currently, that have been on screens continuously since 1972. Wonder how you do on this. And they are very familiar names. Very familiar names. I'm hoping that you'll do fairly well on this one. So just a reminder then, name up to 10 TV shows that have all been on UK TV continuously since 1972 without a break. Can you name some of those programs? And they are all they are all household names. They're all programs that I know. All programs that I know. Most of them seem to be BBC. There are some ITV ones there, but the majority is BBC programs. I'll give you one more minute on this, and then we'll see. We'll see how you do. Okay then, right, I will tell you the 10 names I have written down on my list here. So we were looking for 10 TV shows that are still broadcast currently that have all been on UK TV continuously since 1972 without a break. Apparently there are 11 to choose from. Sorry, there are 11, but you can name up to 10. If you've got 11, you can have an extra point, of course. Yeah, I thought there's 10 on the list. It's not. I've just counted. There's 11 on my list here. So, are you ready? So, the first one I've got on my list is Panorama. Panorama, and that's been broadcast continuously since 1953. Believe it or not, 1953. Well, that's when it started to be broadcast. But it's been continuous since 1972. So Panorama is the first on my list. The second on my list, first broadcast in 1957, is The Sky at Night. It used to be Patrick Moore, didn't it? I remember The Sky at Night with Patrick Moore. So we've got Panorama and The Sky at Night. The one I'm sure you've all got, started in 1958, Blue Peter. Blue Peter started in 1958. The next one on my list started in 1960, and the theme tune used to drive me absolutely bonkers. It was a favourite of my mother when she was alive, and I always hated the music when it started. Coronation Street. Coronation Street. I absolutely detested the theme tune. I don't know if it's still the same theme tune because I never watch it, and I never did watch it, but I always remember that do 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 do. That's what I always used to, and I knew Mother was watching Coronation Street. Next one started in 1961. Songs of Praise. Songs of Praise started in 1961. The next one on my list started in 1964. Horizon. Horizon started in 1964. The next one on my list also started in 1964. Was Match of the Day. Match of the Day. The next one on my list started in 1968 and is Gardener's World. Gardener's World. The next one on my list, believe it or not, I didn't realise this one was quite as old. 1968 again, A Question of Sport. 1968, A Question of Sport started. Moving on to 1972 now. The last two from 1972 itself. Newsround. Newsround, 1972. And the last one on my list is Emmerdale, which was 1972 as well. So we've got Panorama, The Sky at Night, Blue Peter, Coronation Street, Songs of Praise, Horizon, Match of the Day, Gardener's World, A Question of Sport, Newsround and Emmerdale. All have been on TV continuous since 1972 without a break. How many did you get? How many did you get? That's the question. Cassie's got 6. Well done, Cassie. 6 for Carolyn. 8 for Emily in the Rivers. Well done. 4 for John and Christine. 6 for Angela. 7 for Rachel. 3 for Andrew. 5 for Steph. Let's just pop over and just see what Clive and Julia got. No. 9 for Clive and Julie. There's our tally fanatics there. I would have done quite well on this one, I must admit, because some of those programs that I've watched, obviously not Coronation Street, but certainly watched Panorama, watched The Sky at Night, used to watch Blue Peter, Songs of Praise, I watch Horizon, don't watch Match of the Day, Gardener's World I watch. I actually, although I'm not into sport, I've quite liked A Question of Sport, I think because of the characters on it. Newsround, and I haven't watched Emmerdale, so watched quite a lot of those. But well done. That was a good round, that round. So how many rounds have we done? Let's see. We did the picture round. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 6 rounds. So this is going to be our last round, our 6th round tonight. And this is a trivia round on blockbusters. Trivia round on blockbusters. That's what it says. So let's see how you do on our last round tonight. A trivia round on blockbusters. So here we go. It's got all of this. All of these questions have got initials in them. So it's you know we're looking for what words fit these initials. So for instance, number 1, what BB was the forerunner to reggae music? So we're looking for 2 words beginning with B and B. So what BB was the forerunner to reggae music? Number 2, what NDP is a writer's alias? What NDP? November Delta Papa. What November Delta Papa, NDP, is a writer's alias? Number 3, what PAH, Papa Alpha Hotel, PAH, is the longest drivable road in the world? What PAH is the longest drivable road in the world? Number 4, what CC, that's Charlie, what CC, is a virus infection of the mucous membranes of the nose and throat? So what CC is a virus infection of the mucous membranes of the nose and throat? Number 5, what BATB, Bravo Alpha Tango Bravo, BATB, means to fail to come to the point? What BATB means to fail to come to the point? Number 6, what SOH, Sierra Oscar Hotel, what SOH is Ledge a Dumas, So what SOH is Ledge a Dumas? Number 7, what JS, Julio Sierra, wrote of Mice and Men? What JS wrote of Mice and Men? Number 8, what OP, Oscar Papa, is deliberately? So what OP is deliberately? Number 9, what TTYH, That's Tango Tango Yankee Hotel. Tango Tango Yankee Hotel. What TTYH is to turn tail and run. What TTYH is to turn tail and run. And number 10. What FTB? FTB, Foxtrot Tango Bravo, is to do all that's required. What FTB is to do all that's required. I'll read those through one more time before we do the answers in this our last round tonight. What BB was the forerunner to reggae music? What NDP is a writer's alias? That was number 2. Number 3. What PAH is the longest drivable road in the world? Number 4. What CC is a virus infection of the mucous membranes of the nose and throat? Number 5. What BATB means to fail to come to the point? Number 6. What SOH is a legé d'humain? What SOH is a legé d'humain? Number 7. What JS wrote of mice and men? Number 8. What OP is deliberately? What OP is deliberately? Number 9. What TTYH is to turn tail and run? And number 10. What FTB is to do all that is required? So what FTB is to do all that is required. Okay, are you ready for the answers in this our final round tonight? And thank you to all of you that have rejoined us tonight. Do go and tell others that you know that we are here on a Saturday night, and we would very much welcome them joining us here. Make more the merrier. Make for a good Saturday evening when there's not much happening, particularly through these long, dark winter nights we've got ahead of us, particularly as things are still not too nice out there in the community as well. Okay, so here we go then with our answers on this, our final round tonight. Number 1 then, what BB was the forerunner to reggae music? It is Blue Beat. Blue Beat. Number 2, what NDP is a writer's alias? It's a nom de plume. Nom de plume. Number 3, what PAH is the longest drivable road in the world? It's the Pan American Highway. The Pan American Highway. Number 4, what CC is a virus infection of the mucous membranes of the nose and the throat? It's the common cold. The common cold. Number 5, what BATB means to fail to come to the point? It's beat about the bush. Beat about the bush. Number 6, what SOH is legé d'humain. Legé d'humain. What SOH is legé d'humain? It's sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. Number 7. What JS wrote of mice and men? It was John Steinbeck. John Steinbeck. Number 8. What OP is deliberately? It's on purpose. On purpose. Number 9. What TTYH is to turn tail and run? To turn tail and run is take to your heels. Take to your heels. And finally, number 10. What FTB is to do all that is required? It is either fit the bill or fill the bill. You can have either fit the bill or fill the bill. there we go. That's our last answers in our quiz tonight. How did you do in our last round this evening? Did that go well for you? Let's have a look and see what comes up. I'm watching for the first score. Who will put their first score up? Ah, Emily and the Rivers. 9, a very respectable 9 there. Carolyn, 6. 5 for John and Christine. A very respectable score there. 2. 6 for Steph. Anybody else? 6 for Cassie. 8 for Angela. Well done, Angela. Very respectable score. 9 for Andrew. Very good there, Andrew. Very good. Right, let me see if anybody else. Let's see if Clive's got his score up yet. 8 on this round. 8 on this round for Clive and Julie over in Kent, who say they have missed the quiz on a Saturday. I must admit, 5 for Rachel. I must admit, I've enjoyed the break, but I've also missed doing it as well. So yes, it's a bit strange there. Yeah, missed doing it, but also enjoyed the break. But there we go. That brings us to the end of the quiz this week. I shall be back here at 7:30 next Saturday after our news programme, which will be on at 6 o'clock on Saturday. And we will be playing one of Clive's programmes at 7 on Friday night. So do look in then. Do catch up on Clive's programme for September, which we put out last Friday. But of course you can see on our YouTube and Facebook channels because they all sit there. And if you get a quiet evening, you can go back through some of the quizzes, some of the news programmes and some of the gardening programmes as well. It's a bit like BBC iPlayer, Catch Up TV. It's all there for you to catch up on. Hopefully you'll join us next week. And do remind others that we've started again and we'd like them to rejoin us as well. But I hope you have an enjoyable weekend and an enjoyable week. Stay safe and I look forward to seeing you all again next Saturday at 7:30. Good night.